So I'm going to keep my promise and I'm going to start doing a couple more tag videos. So this is going to be my first one and it's going to be the 25 questions tag. Now, I found this tag just randomly searching on YouTube and had a look at the questions and I thought, okay, yeah, this seems pretty good to do, and I'm going to try and do this now because it's starting to get dark. The sun is definitely starting to set now and it's 3:30 in the afternoon. So I'm about to get started. So question 1. Do I have any pets? No, I'm afraid I don't. I'm not allowed pets in this house because it's a flat and I share it with 1, 2, 3 other people including the landlord, and he doesn't allow pets, so you know, I would absolutely love to have a pet at some point, but I do absolutely love dogs. I will say that. Hopefully when me and my boyfriend eventually move in properly into our own flat or house, we will definitely want to get a dog, probably a Springer Spaniel, because his mum has a Springer Spaniel called Jilly, and I never used to like dogs, but when I met Jilly, I absolutely fell in love with dogs. I love them so much now. She's a bit spastic, but she's so funny. Question number 2. 3 things that are physically close to me. Well, I would have to say my laptop, because it's literally right next to me. Right in front of me, where the camera's laying at the moment, is chest of drawers, which is actually quite a nice chest of drawers. It's got a couple of good colours. So this is essentially what you're standing on, this red box with the box on top, and this is the cupboard that's literally like right in front of me where my foot is. And another thing physically close to me is probably my bed. It's a huge king size bed that I'm sitting on. Absolutely lovely. So those are the 3 things. What's the weather like at the moment? It's very cold. It's about 10 degrees Celsius at the moment, but it is so sunny. It makes a definite huge improvement from the last 2 days. See, it's absolutely gorgeous, like no clouds in the sky at all. Question number 4. Do I drive? No, I do not. I still haven't got my provisional license, which is what you need to get here in the UK before you can start taking driving lessons, and I need to get that at some point, hopefully by next year, because I'm hoping to start driving, or you know, at least start getting lessons from next year onwards. So I'm quite scared by the prospect, because it's one thing that I know I've definitely grown up because I haven't done it yet. So I'm a bit scared, but I'm excited at the same time because it's going to be a new thing to learn and get used to, you know, throughout life. Number 5, what time did I wake up this morning? I woke up at 10:15 this morning, as I was really tired. For the last 3 days, I woke up at 5 AM on Monday, 6 AM on Tuesday, and 6 AM yesterday, and between those 3 days, I think I had 5 hours sleep roughly each night, so I was absolutely shattered. Last time I showered is number 6, and I think it was probably 2 days ago. I didn't wash my hair though, because I washed my hair about 3 or 4 days ago, but because I've been so busy, I haven't really had a chance to re-wash it, so that's why it looks like crap and it's all up in a ponytail, because I just can't be bothered with it at the moment. So that's that one. Last movie I saw was Paranormal Activity 3, which I saw a week or 2 ago now. Better get my phone out for this question. Last text message I received, what did it say? Let's see. It was from my landlord saying, "Hi all, Hallie's boyfriend will be staying tonight with us, thanks." Basically what our landlord does is when people have people coming over for the night sort of thing, he will text everyone in the house just to let them know that this person is staying over and all of that. And okay, this is really random. I have only just noticed that the little bobble on my headphone has fallen off. That's really random. It's supposed to look like this, and this one's like that. Oh, sorry, that's really random. I've only just realised that's really... Oh well, never mind, let's carry on. My ringtone. Better get my phone back again. Right, my ringtone at the moment is... I think it is just a normal basic ringtone, I believe. Although I did have it set to Woodkid. With their song Iron, so yeah, at the moment, okay, my laptop's doing random stuff, but normally my ringtone is this. Just a normal little ring, but as I say before, I do like to have songs sometimes, so sometimes I will have, not that one, where is it, this song. Yeah. Next question. Have I ever been to a different country? I live in England at the moment, and I have been to France once on a day trip, and I have been to Germany once, and that was for a week-long trip, roughly, like 5-6 days or something like that. Only other country, I think, actually, I've technically been to Spain because I stayed in Menorca. That was back in 2001 when I was 10. That was my very first airplane trip. That was quite fun. And I've also been to America. Specifically, I went to Florida for 2 weeks back in 2007, which was absolutely great. So I've been to a couple. I don't feel like I have, but it's quite interesting. Do I like sushi? To be honest, I don't think I've ever even tried it. I will be blatantly honest. I've never tried it. I may like to try it at some point. Would be really good if I went to Japan or something at some point in my life. Japan or China, I'd love to go to. But to try sushi in Japan, that would be a really good experience. Where do I buy my groceries? Because I'm in England, I usually buy my groceries at Tesco's. But rather than me travel to a Tesco's and come back with all the food, I get my food delivered, because it takes time to get to the nearest Tesco to me, and then I'm so worried that on the way back my food, like if it's frozen, it will defrost or things like that, so I get it delivered. But at the moment what I'm doing is getting the majority of my shopping from Tesco, and then getting my essentials down at my local Costcutter, which is literally like less than a minute just around the corner from me, because then it's a bit cheaper to buy things like bread, milk and that from there rather than get it from Tesco's, because food is so expensive, especially when you're a student. Have I ever taken any medication to fall asleep? No, I don't believe I have. How many siblings? I'll be honest, I do not have any siblings at all. No brothers, no sisters, nothing, and yeah, it's made me a bit of a loner throughout my time, but you know, I've grown strong through it, and I've gotten used to it, and I've found out that I have family members and other people that care for me that are like a brother or sister to me. Like, I've got my cousin who turns 18 next year. We've talked about so much stuff in the last couple of years since he's grown into a teenager, and I really respect and support him so much in everything that he does. And he does the same for me, so he really feels like a brother to me now, because we talk about anything and everything now, and I'm so proud of him. It's really good. So yeah, that's that one. Do I have a desktop computer or a laptop? I have a laptop, as I mentioned earlier. My laptop is a Sony Vaio, which I only bought last year. The battery is pretty much nearly dead already, basically. Alright, how old am I going to be on my next birthday? That's a big question for me, because I am going to turn 21 on my next birthday. Yes, 21. Some people don't believe that I'm going to be turning that, because I am 20 right now. And from meeting like new people, or you know, just asking people, you know, how old they think I look, I always get told I look about 16 or something, because I do have quite a young looking face, and it gets embarrassing sometimes, but you know, in some ways it's a good thing, because you know, maybe this youthful face might last into my elderly years, but you never know. You know, you just have to take it with a pinch of salt and take it as a way, you know. It's good though. I'm kind of looking forward to turning 21, because there's going to be a lot going on in my life at that point. Pretty much that I think I will have finished uni by the time my 21st birthday comes around, so I'm hoping for a big party. That would be absolutely brilliant, because I haven't really partied that much. Contacts or glasses? I don't wear either. I haven't had my eyes tested for ages basically, and I think my eyesight's alright at the moment, but if I feel that it's starting to get fuzzy or something, I'll go and see them. And if I do need contacts or glasses, I don't know, I may be tempted to go for glasses, but you know, you never know until you have them at first, so I'll have to wait and see. Do I colour my hair? No, I don't actually. My hair is quite dark at the moment, but my hair colour kind of changes in the light. In that during the summer my hair goes really really light, and sometimes you can see blonde streaks, and I do actually have blonde streaks. They're natural blonde streaks that are within my brown hair, and it really freaks me out sometimes that I have blonde hair. But I honestly do not colour my hair. I have been tempted to have it coloured, but I wouldn't know what colour to go for, and yeah, I don't know, it might be something to think about in the future, but right at this moment I don't really think I want to do it. Something I've planned to do today, I am going to the library for an all-nighter tonight, which links into question number 23, that's right. So yeah, I'm going to the library all night tonight for an all-nighter, so I can get as much work done as possible. So that's pretty much all I've got planned to do today. I'm doing nothing else except just relaxing and chilling out until that time comes when I have to leave. So last time I cried, I was very tempted to cry yesterday, just through sheer stress of everything going on, and it was really, really difficult yesterday, but I didn't cry. I, you know, kept myself high and tried not to. But the last time I probably did was last week, when everything was getting on top of me like every other day, and I just had to cry to let it all out basically. Yeah, life is hard, just remember that, but you know, it's okay to cry. It's absolutely fine. You know, you don't have to worry about it. You know, we're only human. You have to let your emotions out. You can't bottle everything in, as I've learned a lot over the years. So you just have to learn to live with it and deal with it. And if you need to cry, then do it. You know, no one's going to look down on you for crying, even if you're a guy. We're only human. Perfect pizza topping. We're into the last 5 questions here now, by the way. So this has dragged on, I know, but you know, I want you guys to get to know me a bit better, so this is why I'm doing this. Perfect pizza topping. Oh, this is such a difficult thing, because there's so many types of pizzas that I like, and I think I'm probably just going to have to stick with my usual pepperoni. Pepperoni is so yummy. 22, hamburger or cheeseburger? Cheeseburger for me, I think. I just prefer to have something. I don't really like just having a burger on its own. It has to have cheese with it, and then usually I end up, if my mum's making one, she'll put tomato ketchup on it and a bit of bacon and lettuce and tomato, and ooh, nice, it's great. And then this question that I kind of mentioned a minute ago, have I ever had an all-nighter? Well, tonight is technically going to count as one. And the only other time I've had an all-nighter was in my first year of university, in that we had a performance on like the something of December, and we had to be at Stratford for 9 o'clock, which is what we have to do next week as well. Had to be there for 9 o'clock in the morning, and we stayed there until, well, we rehearsed up until 6 or 7 o'clock. Performances started and ran from about 6, 7 until about 9 or 10, and then on that day I had to come back to my my uni halls, and I had about an hour or so chill out, and then I went straight into doing my finishing off my journal that was due the very next morning. So I stayed up until was about 4:30 in the morning, and I had my boyfriend on the phone with me for about 3 hours solid, just making sure I was doing my work, and I'm so grateful for him for doing that, because I really needed the help and it was so tiring. And I don't think I had any coffee. I might have had a Red Bull before the start of it, but oh, it was a horrible feeling. I think I was up for 22 hours that day. I know it's not technically a whole, but it was an all-nighter for me, and I felt like absolute crap the next day. But it was worth it because I got my journaling on time and the marks for it came out okay, and yeah, so I think I've got an all-nighter tonight, and probably, yeah, just tonight probably. I think next week's not really going to be an all-nighter because it's only 9 till about 12, as in 9 in the morning till 12 midnight sort of math, so student life is so stressful in your third year, trust me. If any of you are first or second years in university, you wait until you get to third year. If you're going to have a crap load of work to do at certain deadlines that all squish together, believe me, it's going to get so stressful. Please trust me, but try not to take it too hard, just keep on going. 2 more questions. My eye colour is hazel. You can't really see it in this light, but my eyes are hazel. If there have been some days where if it's really bright outside and I go out, my colours come out really vividly and you can see the greens in them, because someone pointed it out to me the other day and I was like, I never knew my eyes did that sometimes, so that's quite nice to hear. And final question, can you taste the difference between Pepsi and Coke? I would probably say yes, I think so. It's not a huge thing, but for me it's a very subtle thing that you can, you know, you can just tell. It's kind of obvious. So yeah, those are the 25 questions of the tag. I'm so sorry if this dragged on, but as I said, I want you guys to learn more about me and I want to learn more about you, so I tag each and every one of you that watch. I want you to post a video response to this if you can. You don't have to, but it would be really nice to. And hopefully I will bring up another couple more tag videos in the next week or 2, something like that, just to kind of get myself out there a bit more and get to know you guys and you can get to know me. So I think I'm done for now, and I will see you guys probably in my next vlog and or tag videos. I'll see you guys later.